all these books.
Wow!
Are you
Let me
ready?
count.
I know.
1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's a lot of boxes, right?
Whoa!
Okay, so I really like this one. This one's from the publisher. This is David C. Cook. So why don't you jump on
Is it
down?
under combat?
Yeah, it's jump down.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Ah!
Take this one to Omi and Mommy, and I'll grab one of these. So I don't know what is what. So let's go. Come on. I'll take this with you. What's this? Oh my goodness. Oh, we can get the scissors right in there. Okay, perfect. All right. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's see which one is this first. All right, thanks for joining me for the book opening. I'm really excited. I'm really nervous all at the same time. And before we get started, I just want to thank God and my family. I am super blessed to be doing this with you. Thank you so much. Worked really hard.
Yeah, I did red.
All right, let's really hard. This one's for the publisher. Oh, it's going to try. Let's see. Cameron, come closer. Come closer.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Look.
Oh my goodness. Wow. It's beautiful.
Oh my God.
How many did you buy?
Oh my God. Congratulations.
How many did you buy?
Oh my
All right, so I'm gonna
Please, after come
say
back.
something. This is amazing. Thank you, Jesus.
Funny, but it's big.
Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells amazing. I love the smell of a new book, and it's
Beautiful
just
cover.
absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
All right,
It
so
sounds like something I remember.
you did like what? What do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay, so I'm gonna share something. All right, I'm gonna share something. So, thank you so much. This is my support. This is my network who's gotten me through everything, thick and thin. I've had some of the best and worst times in my life when I'm writing this book, and you know, I think back like in 2018 when I started writing. I was writing a whole lot of fiction, and God placed it in my heart to write fiction, like stupid dystopian fiction that had existential meaning. And I queried hundreds of literary agents and got nowhere, and I sat there thinking, God, why did you put this in my heart? I woke up every morning, what the military would say, at 0:30, at like 5 o'clock in the morning to write this fiction. And it didn't go anywhere. I got rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. And then I was sitting, actually, Bubby, I was sitting bathing you when you were a little boy, and you were taking a bath, and I said, God, why did you place that in my heart to write these books? And he said, daughter, well, every day, you know what you're doing, you're answering the question, where is God in war? Why don't you write about that? And so when you look in here, you see some really gritty stories of fictional characters with real emotional experiences of our combat veterans, painful experiences. It's gritty, it's raw, it's speaking the language of the service member, a lot of psychoeducation too. And that's how God works in us, right? And so finally, this was years later, probably 3 years later since writing my first book, second book, third book. This is my fourth book. I put the querying out to a bunch of literary agents. I put 12 out. Let me finish talking to him there. Let me just finish on this story.
It's my dad's name.
So I put about 12, I'm gonna talk really quick. I want to take care of a story, okay? You should look at me now. You lost a tooth and we'll show you his tooth that he lost. But needless to say, what I want you to know is that I queried about a dozen literary agents that same day. I had 6 offers for just a projection of the book that I wanted. It was a proposal. And that's when you know God's working. And then when you get that many offers, you ask yourself, who's the right literary agent? And then my literary agent responded, as soon as I sent out questions querying them, she said, you know, I'm an Air Force veteran officer, and she is an amazing woman, Linda Glass. Thank you so much. You are incredible. She was in the Air Force, one of the first women in the Air Force ever. She's hardcore. I know she did like combat and like help people learn self-defense. She is a rock star. She's been doing this forever, and that's how you know God makes a way and makes a path. And then I got really stressed out in the process because I didn't get a publishing deal. I'm so close to a great publisher right at the beginning, and I kept leaning in saying, God, why not? Years went by, another 1-2 years, till finally the book was written. And I said, God, you know, in 2018, by December of 2018, if I don't have a publisher, then I'm gonna self-publish. That will be what I'm gonna do, and I pray you lead that. But no, like, I think 3 days before it turned 2019, I got one of the largest non-denominational Christian publishers in the world, David C. Cook. And I couldn't be more blessed. Sometimes you just gotta wait. And here's a story for you, just a really quick story. You know, life is like a bamboo forest, all right? So you have a bamboo seed, and the bamboo seed is so small, and you plant it, and you water it, and you water it, and you think you're crazy because a year goes by and you see nothing. You keep watering it and watering it and watering it. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years go by, you don't see anything, you think you're crazy, and then something sprouts, something small sprouts, and in 5 weeks, it grows to 90 feet. And so all the time we are watering these seeds and they're growing at different rates. And so this is a seed I sowed back in 2018 that has now blossomed into that 90-foot tree. And every day we're growing those bamboo seeds. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you're in that waiting period, because I'm in a waiting period too with other things, that other seeds I've already planted that have not come to fruition yet, but if you're in that waiting period, what you have to focus on is not the anxiety, not the fear. Remember, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and that's from Joyce C. Myers. So the real experience is understanding. Don't be in the midst of that anxiety. Understand what God has done for you. This is what God's done for me, so I know He's going to do an abundant more. And I have expectation, and I'm giving thanks in advance for all the victories that He set forth for us. And you know, I wanted to share, we wanted to invite Opa, right? So it is Father's Day, ironically, and on a Sunday. So this is my grandfather. You know, he was one of my greatest father figures in my life, there for everything, my first steps, every breath, and he never got to see me join the military or the Air Force, and I wish he was here today, and I know he's looking down on all of us right now, right? And he did, how many years did he do Army in service?
28.
28 years, and so he's looking down on us, and he's seeing this book, and this book, you know, I hope, I pray, it rocks a lot of worlds. And you know, the enemy's gonna come and attack because the enemy doesn't want God's love out in the world. So you know what, you guys, help me get this book out. Help me get it in the hands of veterans. It comes out July 1st. And I just say God bless you all, and always remember, push the love forward.